In this video, we're going to look at some of these questions from trigonometry revision exercises, starting with number 1. Anytime we're dealing with these right angle triangles, we're using Pythagoras, and if we're looking for a straight side and we have the diagonal, it's a takeaway. So the square root of 6 squared minus 4 squared, we're asked to write all these to 2 decimal places. The second one, again, we're looking for a straight side, so it's the square root of the diagonal squared minus the straight side squared. And when it's the diagonal we're looking for, it's the square root of the 2 straight sides squared and added together. This one works out to be an even 5. Calculator for the top one, 36 minus 16 is root 20 to 2 decimal places. It gives 4.472. So you're going to round off to 4.47. And the square root of 4 squared minus 2.6 squared gives 3.039 to 2 decimal places, 3.04. So when we're looking for a side and we have an angle, label the triangle, we have the opposite side to the angle. Here's the right angle, so we have the hypotenuse. So you should know this off by heart and not have to write it down, but write SOHCAHTOA down when you start them. We have O and H, so it has to be sin or sine. So the sine of the angle 56.4 is equal to O over H to help you off to the side. So X over 4.3, and when the unknown is on top, it stays on top, and we multiply by the bottom. So 4.3 by the sine of 56.4 is equal to X, and it's just calculator use at this point. So trig is easy when you learn off the basics. It's 3.581. Write 3 decimals if you're asked for 2, and then it's easy to see what to round to, 3.58. Second question, when we label the angle, you can see we don't have opposite, we have hypotenuse and adjacent, which do always touch off the angle. So this will be cos. The cos of 47.3 is equal to, off to the side, A over H, which is 6.8 over X. So when the unknown is on the bottom, they switch places, so we're going to multiply across by X and divide by cos, so we end up with X is equal to 6.8 divided by cos 47.3, and on a calculator 10.027, so 10.03. In this triangle we have opposite. You can see we don't have hypotenuse, so we have O and A, the 2 straight sides, not the diagonal, and the 2 straight sides is always tan. So the tan of 33.4 is equal to O over A, which in this triangle is X over 3.6. Unlike the first one, we multiply by 3.6 to get 3.6 tan 33.4. And on a calculator this gives 2.373, so 2.37, correct to 2 decimal places. When we label G from the angle, we have opposite, and opposite the right angle we have hypotenuse. So sine 45 is equal to O over H, which is X over 6, so 6 sine 45 degrees is equal to X. On a calculator, X is equal to 4.242, so 4.24. In H we can see we have the 2 straight sides, you can see we have opposite, we don't have hypotenuse, we have adjacent. Two straight sides is tan. Tan 26.6 is equal to O over A, which is 4 over x. So they swap places. X is equal to 4 divided by tan 26.6. So x is equal to 7.987, which will be 7.99. In the last question in this video, we have opposite clearly and adjacent to two straight sides. You can see we don't have the one opposite the right angle, which is the hypotenuse. So again, we're dealing with tan. The tan of the angle, 17, equals O over A. Easy to mix these up if you don't take your time. O is x, A is 8.5. So there's only two things that can happen. We cross multiply here, 8.5 tan 17 degrees if you want, equals x. So x is equal to 2.598. Correct two decimals, 2.5 be 2.6. So it's like the 59 gets rounded up 1 because of the 8, so 59 will go to 60. So 60 if you want, 2.60 for I.